Mark, good to see you. It feels like it's been a lifetime since we had a pre-game press conference. I wanted to start off with some news away from the club with the National League sides all signing up to the idea that you'd have 3 promotion places. Broadly speaking, would that be something you'd be in favour of? And do you think realistically it could happen going forward?
I think it should happen because, I think if you look at the league above, there's 4 promotion places. So 4 up, 2 down doesn't really make sense. It should be a meritocracy really, and it should be the same in our level where there's more teams going up. I think if you look at, back in the day, people would say, I'm not sure the non-league teams could cope with going full time, but everybody's ready now. It's at our level, everybody's ready and could handle it. I think there's 15 ex-league teams in the National League Premier. So, I think it'd make it even more interesting. It's definitely something that I think should be pushed through, but it's turkeys voting for Christmas, isn't it? If you're in the bottom 7, 8 of their League 2, you're not going to vote for another place going down, are you?
No.
That's why I think they have to get 75% of the vote as well. So I can't see EFL League 2 chairman, chief execs voting for it, but I think that should something that should be forced.
Fingers crossed we'll get more news on that in the coming weeks and months. As I said at the start, it feels like a lifetime ago that we've had a conversation about the club. Obviously, a lot's happened since we last spoke. We'll start off with the change in goalkeeper. Ollie Wright going out, Aidan Stone coming in. Talk me through that situation, because obviously it all happened very quickly. So how did that come to be?
We got the opportunity to sign a permanent goalkeeper through circumstance, really, that somebody that's moved into the area. So it's something that we felt for the long-term future we had to do. And obviously Southampton recalled Ollie and he's gone straight back out to Solihull. So I think we can look at it from Ollie's point of view as a really positive loan. He played every minute of every game, and he's gone away from here having a really positive experience, and Southampton were really pleased with it. So it was good all round.
What does Aidan bring to this squad?
Well, he's got a little bit more experience. He's played league football. He's played in a promotion final in League 2 and won it with Port Vale, and promotion to League 1. So he understands he can kick the ball a long way, which will help us. And just a bit of experience. It's no slight on Ollie. It's just like I say, it's the only thing was it was a chance for us to get a permanent player in.
One other name that's come back through the door is a familiar face. Fans very happy to see James Plant come back. How delighted are you to have him back at the club?
Of course, you always want as many good players as you can, and we've missed James, and he did great for us. And like I say, we're always trying to improve the squad, and he will definitely do that.
Yeah, it seems like he's really happy to be here as well, which is a good thing. Matt Worthington obviously left just on the eve of the Rochdale game. It felt like it was news to everyone that deal was coming about. Was it quite a shock to you that deal happened so quickly?
It'd been in the offing for a few weeks, and listen, when a club like Oldham come in for you and you're out of contract in the summer and offer you loads more money than you're on, and it's loads more money than we could ever pay him, you have to be fair to the player. And because of his service, he's been there for 5 years. The chairman wanted that to be a really seamless transition and to help Matt be able to go and take that contract of a bit more security on a lot more money. And he even waived the transfer fee to help Matt on his way as a gesture of goodwill, which doesn't happen at many clubs.
In terms of the captaincy going forward, then it's obviously a few different people have had the armband so far this season. Have you got an out-and-out captain that you'll be sticking with this season, or do you think it will be something that will move around?
Well, Jake Warner was captain for the last game, so we'll see. Listen, the captaincy for me is just an armband. I think you need 11 captains, and there's different kind of captains. You lead by example on the pitch, you rant, rave, scream, shout, or you do a bit of both. But you need lots of different captains in different areas of the pitch. So for me, it's an armband, unless you've got one real standout candidate. I think those days are gone now where you get, like your Vinnie Jones, those kind of Terry Butcher, those kind of players. Tony Adams. I'm trying to think of people that are relevant to people that would remember. Tony Adams is probably the one. I think those kind of captains are not as about as much now. So Jake Warnock will continue to be the captain at the moment, and he's got all the credentials and attributes, and I just see if he can lead the team.
You were obviously really frustrated with the last match against Rochdale. Do you think it's been quite beneficial to have that weekend off? You don't often get weekends off at this stage of the season.
I think it was good for us to reset and digest and have a look at where we were. But that only works. The reset only works if you come in with a new energy. It doesn't work if it's just back to the same old. So we've tried to change a few things and give it a real new energy, a new feel about it, and be a bit more front foot. And it's been a really good week.
I was here for the Dagenham game towards the start of the season. Quite a few things have changed at that club, definitely in more recent weeks. New manager, only a few games into the role, still relatively young. What have you made of them in recent weeks? They've had some losses, but against some of the bigger teams.
Yeah, they've showed some good bits. They're obviously Lewis is the manager's going to trying to make his way in the game. He's brought in a really knowledgeable assistant, Terry Connor, who I know a brilliant sounding board for Lewis. And they've had some difficult results, but like you say, Forest Green twice, York, and being narrowly on the wrong side, and that can happen, and I'm sure they'll be looking to bounce back on Saturday.
35 years in this division as a manager. How tricky is it to stamp your authority when some of the players are actually potentially up and around your age? Or does that play a role at all, do you think?
No, I think as a manager, the first thing you have to do is you have to try and get respect to the players. So if you don't do that, then you're fighting a losing battle. And there's ways to do that. It's with your coaching and what you do on the training pitch, how you are around the players. But he's been about a long time, Lewis, as a player and a coach, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Squad-wise, how are you looking for this weekend? Are there any players that are going to be definitely missing out this weekend?
No, amazingly, we've got everybody fit. So it's only Charlie Cooper will miss out, suspended. So somebody else has to come in and fill that void. And so apart from that, we're fully fit.
The thing you've always said to me about this division is about momentum. So how key is it now after that 4-0 loss to kick on and get a bit of running games going and start pushing up towards those promotion places again? It's
about the next game. It's not about looking. You have to just concentrate on now. And for us, it's about having 2 really good training sessions before the game and then giving everything we've got in that game and trying to be on the front foot, play how we play. It's we've certainly got to be a bit more aggressive defensively and be a lot better than we were in the last game, but I'm sure that will happen.
Well, good luck for the trip to the capital.
Get the VIP treatment at Hewish Park. Enjoy a 2-course meal prepared by our own executive chef, a match day ticket, match programme, team sheet and allocated parking. You can even put your questions to manager Mark Cooper. Why not book online today?